What the f? I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Damn! I know you lying. I guarantee you won't see this coming. Welcome to You Can't Make This Shit Up with the Guru and Double D.
And what's up? Good evening. Happy Wednesday evening to everybody who is watching and listening, man. Thank you guys for jumping aboard and taking your time out to listen to me and Double D do our thing. This is another episode of You Cannot Make This Shit Up. And I'm going to tell you, it's been a rough week, man. A lot of stuff is going down. But before we get into all of that, I want to first shout out Miss Double D, who has 1,000 things going on in her life. But she is sitting down with me tonight, and I appreciate you for doing that. I'll say it every week. I say it till the cows come home, till the rainbows drop, all that. I'm going to say that every single week because you know, I'm thankful for people like you, because even though you have a moderate, or I would even say huge platform across all social media platforms, and for me, a lowly person who I don't really have a lot of going on like that, but for you to want to sit down with me and talk about stuff, I'm appreciative. So I thank you, and I'm sure all of your viewers on the Black Read News page and You Can Make This Stuff Up page, thanks you too. So I appreciate you. I always dig your commentary on TikTok. I love. Listen to me, y'all. If you are listening to me now and you see Double D over here, and you do not, if you're on TikTok, if you're on TikTok and you do not follow DaGuru&Doubledeemuva, there is something seriously lacking in your life. Because she is absolutely amazing.
Look now, I'm black. I cannot blush, and you're making it. You making the cheeks turn rosy. So hey, cut it out.
Okay, Joey, cut it out.
I'm excited to be here with you. You know, I love coming on here and spending this time with you. This is one of the best parts of my week. I appreciate you for doing this with me, and this is absolutely amazing. And hello to everybody out there.
We've got about 15 people in here already, so I'm not sure where they are. I don't know if actually they're on YouTube or. But make sure you guys comment. Please like and share. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Download, whatever, thumbs up, all that stuff. So, Miss Double D, so far I know it's early. It's hump day, right?
Yeah.
So we're really kind of on the downswing to this week. So how was your week thus far, I would guess?
It's been a pretty good week. We as far as my family life is concerned, it's been a really good week. My little kiddo, she had a Shriners appointment and she did well, and she's in a little gifted arts program at her school for a little pre-K kid that they told me would never walk and never talk normally. I think that's pretty darn good. So she is doing absolutely well. So we had an amazing week because of her. Absolutely.
You know, I look at Deanna, and she is just adorbs. She is just adorbs. I love her. And it gives me hope, right? Because you guys that are watching don't know, that don't know me. My son is 4, and he is right now nonverbal and autistic, and so I pray every day I wake up. It's like I have a dream. I have a dream at least twice a week that I've heard him say, "Hey, Daddy." At least twice a week. And so even though I haven't heard it yet, you know what I'm saying, that's the day that I hear that, I'm gonna lose my shit. I can already say it.
And you know what, that day is gonna come. That was actually our first introduction into each other. I made because I'm to be honest, I didn't know who you were, but you actually felt for me. You felt for me, and I made a video about Deanna because she had her IEP, and I was so emotional. And I made about 4 videos of her talking about her that night, telling her story. You stitched the video and gave me some encouraging words, and I actually just went back and looked at that video when I was looking through your content like a week ago, and I saw that video and I was like, yeah, so excited. I really appreciate you for doing that, because I needed that at that moment. And, you know, it's going to happen for you and that precious baby boy, and I'm going to be right there cheering you on, brother, when it happens.
It's crazy. He's in speech therapy, right? So they gave him a communication device. And so it's got certain buttons on it that has his food, what he eats, and different commands and things. And so when he wants something, we now put the communication device in his face and let him pick. And so now he's gotten to the point, he's growing so fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other morning, he got up, and I have never seen him do this. Now, his mom says she's seen him do it. I've never seen him do it. But she put a communication device in his face, and he picked eat chips. That was his thing. He eat chips, and he said, "Daddy," and he took me by my finger and walked me to the pantry, and then did the want sign. And I was like, I was too through. You hear me?
Yes, that would have been it for me for the day.
I was done. I'm not gonna bore you guys too much with that, but it's just, he had therapy that morning. And he said to the therapist in his communication, but she caught it because she's a therapist. He said, "Thank you." I said, honey, listen to me. You cannot text me that stuff at work. You can't, because it ruins it doesn't ruin it. I turn into a big old puddle of mush after stuff. You can't do that to me. All right, so we're gonna get into it. So I want to welcome everybody aboard again to You Can't Make This Shit Up. Now this week we're doing a little bit of current events. So the first story I want to get into, and I'm sure you probably have heard of it, but there was a soldier in Fort Hood who was found dead behind his barracks. Did you hear about that?
No.
I told you. This young man, Specialist Maxwell Hawken, 26, was found in his company area Saturday behind the barracks, dead.
Wow.
Now, what is tripping me out about this is the fact that he is getting media coverage. Now, how many people of color are televised like that? Oh, Lord, why do I have two screens? Oh, that's because of the overlay. All right. So why do you this young man, now this is at Fort Hood, the same place Victoria Gillen was found and bludgeoned to death with a hammer here. I think it was last year or something. At the same Army base. Please tell me what's going on down there in Fort Hood.
Baby, I can go you one better with Fort Hood. Please, that isn't the first. Like right before, I believe Vanessa Guillen was found, there was actually another young brother not young brother, he was white, but another young man who they had actually classified him as AWOL, but he had been dead for a long time, it was like a year. They classified him as AWOL. They didn't know where he was, and they ended up finding him, I believe, during the search for Vanessa Guillen, or it was around the same time. I don't know what the heck is going on at Fort Hood. And Fort Hood just went through a lot of disciplinary action because of the way they handled harassment of women and people within the soldiers, the way they're handling things. I mean, it was a huge deal after Vanessa Guillen was reported missing. And then now you have another person that was found dead. Oh my goodness, rest in peace. And this is terrible. So as a young man, huh?
Yeah, 26 years old.
Wow.
And it's like, when I read it, because when I first saw it and I read that, because I'm familiar with Fort Hood, but not like that, right? But I heard about Victoria and the firestorm that caused when she passed away, when she was found murdered. And they found her like months later after she was killed. They found her months later, and at the same, here's my question to Fort Hood folk: like, what's Fort Hood? What the fuck is this all about? What is it? What is it all about down there?
I don't know. Listen, I just looked it up. Last year, at least 39 Fort Hood soldiers died or went missing. 13 killed themselves. 5 were murdered. 11 of the deaths remain unsolved. That is just, it's crazy. I don't know what's happening in Fort Hood. And I'm going to see if I can find those disciplinary actions that happened down there, because it was a really big deal. Like, people lost their jobs. Yeah. Let's see. It was the Army said Friday that it had taken disciplinary action against 21 officers and non-commissioned officers at Fort Hood in connection with the death of Vanessa Guillen, who was missing for about 2 months before her remains were found.
2 months.
Yes.
60 days.
And this was just in April.
What is this all about? I don't understand. But he's
How
getting a
long
lot of media attention, so it's another firestorm. So it's just Fort Hood is they need to shut that place down.
Absolutely, because they got too much bullshit. I'm trying to read this here to see. I mean, trying to see what the investigation was. Was he missing for a while before? What's his name again?
His name is Specialist Maxwell Hockin, Hockin.
Because that's crazy. Yeah. You know, I don't understand what's going on here in Fort Hood. And I mean, this is a continued pattern down there. And this is just insane. It's insane.
I mean, these young people, I mean,
26
years old. Foul play or if it was another suicide. What are you thinking?
I really can't even make any speculation on that because that is insane that we have another one. And I mean, this was just this year. And I mean, Vanessa Guillen made a splash. I mean, her family was not playing. No. Her family was not playing. They wanted their girl and they was going to find their girl. Yeah. 100%. This is just insane.
It's really, really, really insane. And I'm like you said, rest in peace to the young man that lost his life. No matter, I mean, we don't know if it was foul play or if it was, self-inflicted, but either or. This young man is going at 26, had his whole life ahead of him. So it's really crazy, right? So let's go ahead and jump into the next one. Let's get into Mr. Timothy Simpkins here. Because that's we want to talk about that. So let's get into that. If you guys are unfamiliar, Timothy Simpkins was the young man who shot up the North Texas school after he was in a fight called an L. And he came back. And hey, Ambika, what's going on? And he came back and shot the school up on the second floor. I know you had something to say about that. What do you think?
Well, I talked about it last night on my podcast. If you're not familiar, I have a podcast, The Real Tea with Double D, streaming on all platforms if you want to check that out.
How about that?
You love that, didn't you? So listen, I really wanted to discuss with you, what do you think about the allegations of Timothy Simpkins being bullied? Okay, so the fight, let's just give them some context here just in case they don't know everything. So Timothy Simpkins is 18 years old. He gets into a fight with 15-year-old Zacchaeus Selby. Okay, 15-year-old Zacchaeus Selby. And they look around the same size to me. They look to be around the same size. And Zacchaeus basically, oh, child, he mumbo jumboed. I mean, it really wasn't a fight to me because Timothy Simpkins was in he was down cowering. I mean, it really was like a slaughter. That's what we would have called it back in the day. He slaughtered that ass. Yeah. So they get into this fight, and then it gets broken up by the teacher, which the teacher's name is Calvin Petit. He comes in and he breaks it up. Timothy goes outside to his vehicle, pops the trunk, pulls out the shotty, comes back in and shoots Zacchaeus 4 times, shoots the teacher, and then who had just broke up the fight that he had, shot the teacher, and then also grazed another student. Now, the student that he grazed, the young girl that the bullet actually grazed, she was treated that same exact day, and she was released. Zacchaeus goes to the hospital. He's in critical condition, and Calvin was actually in critical condition, but he's made it out of it. He's since been released. So the fact that he went back out to the vehicle to get his weapon, come back into the school, terrorize the entire school. Because let's just think about it. If that was my kid in there, no matter if he was bullied or not, I'm looking at this like, what the hell are you doing? Because you don't know. Bullets don't have no name on it.
They don't.
So, I mean, do you think if he was bullied, do you think it's justifiable that because this has been drumming in the Black community, and they have basically been justifying the fact that he did this based on, oh, well, he was bullied, and then even his parents said, well, it could have been him turning the gun on himself instead of turning the gun on everybody else. So that makes it okay. Right. So I really want to know your thoughts on that, Terry.
Okay. Let me give you, I'm just going to give it to you straight as when I first heard this story, and it bugged me. Because we don't know who was there, so we don't know if he was really bullied or not. And I'm with Ambika when she says, no, it's not justified. It's not okay at all. It's not okay. I think what happened was He was embarrassed. He caught that L, right? And you can't go home to mom and dad and say, with a swole face and be like, yeah, the toxic masculinity that I grew up with was that, oh, you got your butt kicked, you back and get them. And that was just what that was, right? I think this was an excuse. First of all, why is this kid carrying a gun? Where did he get it from? Did he go pop the shot? Did he go pop the trunk?
18 years old in Texas, he could buy his own handgun, hunty.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's intentional. So right there, lets you know, and they're charging him. That's first degree because it was intentional. He brought the gun to school with, I think, the intent. Now, him and that boy probably could have had a long rivalry or whatever. Because I read somewhere that he got robbed.
The day before.
Yeah. I'm like, come on.
But that doesn't justify you coming back into the school and shooting this boy 4 times.
And
exactly. Here's another thing that I wanted to call to attention. Now, if it had been a situation where where Zacchaeus had used a weapon, like had picked up a stapler off the desk and beat the brakes off of Timothy, blooded him up and really messed him up, I can see that. Or I can also see where if he had actually gotten jumped, where it was 5 or 6 boys at the same time that had jumped on him. He's so upset about this. He done got his ass whooped. He come back in and pop one off. Yeah. I can see that. But I cannot see you losing a fight to a 15-year-old and then saying, oh, well, I was bullied by him. Let me go out here and get my gun and da-da-da-da. That's not okay. Right. And then he was bailed out of jail, $75,000 bond. He only got charged with 3 counts of assault. And here's another thing I wanted to bring to your attention. So the black community, some people in the black community are saying, well, because if he was white, there would be more excuses for him given, like, oh, he had a mental illness or something like that. That's something that I believe that 100%, but that still does not absolve him from culpability in losing control and going out to a vehicle and picking up a gun and shooting 3 people. That's insane.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense. And it was an excuse, and he, like I said, he brought that gun to school probably for that purpose, because it was the day before. If he got robbed the day before, he was already pissed off. Right. So he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. You know what I mean? But that's society though. And the way society have come to now, and we're just ready to pop somebody in the kneecap for the first thing they say. I mean, and it's just crazy. This story reminds me of my uncle. I have an uncle sitting in prison right now, serving 25 to life because of just this right here. He got into a fight, got his butt kicked, went home, got a shotgun, came back, and shot this dude in the back and killed him. Now, and Timothy's situation, he did not kill him, which is probably good for him because he will be in prison right now. But my uncle is serving 25 to life for just this, and I'm like, but Unc, he called me, and he called me. I talked to my uncle for the first time since 2014, about a week ago. He called me from jail, and I hadn't talked to him forever. And I said, Unc, but why didn't you just take that L? Why didn't you? You was, and there was so many other circumstances behind it, because he was sleeping with the guy's wife. The guy called, the guy found out, and he confronted him, and that's how the fight broke out. Just take the L. Why is society? You got to prove a point. You got a point to prove, because now you don't want to be seen as the guy that caught that L. We don't want that. We want to be the guy that retaliated, and that's crazy to me. And now he's out. Now there was some other stories surrounding that. It was about a GoFundMe, and it was a scam or something.
I was about to get into that. No, it wasn't a scam. They actually started. So they bailed him out of jail, and then over the weekend, this past weekend, his parents put up a GoFundMe, and they actually collected $150 on it, and it was pulled down by GoFundMe, saying it violated the policies, that their terms and conditions or whatever. So us in the black community, and I'm going to go ahead and clear this up for my black people that are listening. Kyle Rittenhouse, they used the Kyle Rittenhouse that he had a GoFundMe. Kyle Rittenhouse did have a GoFundMe, but it was taken down just as swiftly as Timothy Simpkins was taken down. And he went over to the Give, Send, and Go site That's where Kyle Rittenhouse went. That is the site that damn near anybody could collect money for any damn thing, pretty much. So he went over to the Give, Send, and Go site, and that's how people were able to. He was able to raise the amount of money, and also he had politicians, all kind of people raising money for him. You remember Mike Lindell, My Pillow guy, raised the money for him. So there was a whole big charade behind them because they continue. They think that Kyle Rittenhouse is a patriot for what he did, but Timothy Simpkins' family, if they need money for a legal defense, that boy drives a $35,000 car. He drives a Dodge Charger. Sell that car. He don't need a car right now.
No,
he's fresh out of jail, California dreaming. That's what he is. I don't bail fresh out of jail. He need to go sit. He need to go sit down. He don't need to be doing anything. Sell his damn car and keep him in the house. I mean, he at least need to face some type of punishment. I don't give a damn. Look, I'm having an issue with this whole thing, especially when I'm seeing my black people talking about it, because we cannot afford to give this young man a pass just because he's black. No, he cannot get a pass because think about if your child was in that classroom when he popped off a gun. You know what I'm saying? That's not okay. You do not bring a gun to a fist fight. And that's what's wrong with these kids today. Oh, because I'm bullied, I get to bring a gun to a fist fight. Then that means we need to go back and give not Kyle Rittenhouse, but the Columbine shooters. We need to go and give them a pass because at the end of the day, they were bullied as well. So, I mean, come on. I mean, this is ridiculous that we're trying to give this young boy a pass because because he's saying that he was bullied. And I have seen no evidence of that. So I'm going off on a banter here. I had a lot to say about that, but that's pissing me off because I got young kids that's gonna go to school, and ain't no way that you finna come pop a gun off in the classroom because you got your ass whooped and my baby's in there. You crazy as hell. That's not okay. And I would never, ever, 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 ever teach my kids or allow my kids to think, oh, because you got nice things, that's the reason why these people are targeting you, because that's what his mama said in the in the thing. That's not an excuse. I'm not down with that. We need to hold our babies accountable. We need to teach them the right way that they need to go, and being 18 years old and taking a gun to the school and because you lost the fight is not the way to go. You need to be, if your child really was being bullied, then you need to take an active role in your kid's life and you need to do something about it with the school. And if it takes you taking your kid out of school, if they're not going to do anything, sue the damn school, take your kid out, put him in a private school.
Do what you got to do.
I said what I said. Argue with your mama. Argue with your mama, not me.
Not me. And while you're going, everybody's got something to say negatively. This is what I got for you.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't shut your ass up, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
So we go back and read some questions, read some comments here. Louis Denard said, nothing wrong in my day with losing a fight. Just don't come home crying. Hey, just catch the L. And you know how many L's and losses I've caught as a kid and after a fight? Mysterious Lion said, proving the point was can get you killed. Exactly. Trying to prove a point. Get out of here. What the fuck? My car was only $6,000. And it's preach it, girl. And then she said, Lisa Comic said,
my baby here. Hey, Lisa.
my mama died. 2006 Ford Escape is how I'm rolling. That's what's up right there. I just saw one of those the other day. But it's crazy. And, I wish that there were more. Where's this boy's daddy? That's what I want to know.
I believe his father's in the household. I don't know.
He a pussy punk bitch too. I'm sorry. I should say that. But what are you teaching your kids? What are you teaching your kids? I don't understand that it's okay. Like, we didn't know he had a gun. Bullshit. How do you not know that just your 18-year-old is pocketing? Maybe some parents don't. If you don't care like that, you wouldn't know. But I'm gonna know if mine ain't got a gun. I'm gonna know.
It's gonna be like John Witherspoon on Friday. You go bust open that door. He gonna be pulling out a gun. You like put up your dukes.
You win some,
you lose some.
You know what I'm saying?
But you live. You live to fight another day.
Oh my God. Let's get into the next one. I'm talking about some NBA players. Hold on tight. So, Double D, I saw one of your TikToks and it triggered my spirit. And you talking about the NBA players. 18 of them. They got smashed for this insurance fraud. Please tell me about that. I was trying to read through it, and I was like, it's too much to read. But
I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So we got 18 NBA players. I can't remember them all. I'm just going to give you a couple of the ones that I remember, which was Glenn Big Baby Davis.
Yeah.
Look, every time I say his name, I always end up saying it like they said it on the announcer whenever he would do anything. Glenn Big Baby Davis. That's the way they would say it. And then there was also Shannon Brown, he was married to Monica.
Yeah.
And
They're together anymore?
No, they're not together anymore. Hell, she might have found out about this shit, but I digress. Probably. So basically, what they were doing, they've been doing this since 2016, but they got sloppy and they got comfortable. I believe it was Terrence Williams. I believe that was the head honcho in the whole deal. Yeah. They were filing like insurance claims for dental work and different things like that, and they were sending in bills and filling out this paperwork and shit, and they were pocketing the money. But the problem is they didn't understand. I mean, this is to the tune of, I believe, what was it, $3 million?
Yeah, something like that. I read.
Yeah, $3 million.
1 million, according to the.
$4 million. Yeah, $4 million. So they were like Big Baby, like three of them claimed that they had. Big Baby was one of them, and it was another guy, Anthony something. I got to get the names here. I get your names. Name them names for me.
Yeah, the defendants include Terrence Williams, Alan Anderson, Anthony Allen, Shannon Brown, William Bynum, Ronald Glenn Big Baby Davis, Christopher Douglas Roberts, Melvin Ely, Jamario Moon, Darius Miles, Milton Placio, Ruben Patterson, Eddie Robinson, Gregory Smith, Sebastian Telfair, Charles Watson, Antoine Wright, and Anthony
Wooten. And Alan's wife, Desiree, she was actually in on the shenanigans because she, I believe this girl must be a dental assistant or something like that. Maybe she knew what teeth to point out. But so I don't know, child, but they got sloppy toward the end there. And that's what how they ended up getting caught. Yeah. So they would write like, okay, so I'm gonna give you an example. One of them played for the Houston Rockets. His last name is Smith. He submitted claims for IV sedation, root canal, and crowns that he had allegedly received during December 20th of 2018, and he got this dental procedure in Beverly Hills. Well, Hunty, they went back and checked the travel records, emails, and publicly available box office scores, and it showed that his ass was playing professional basketball in Taiwan. And then, so yes, I mean, they were completely sloppy with it. And then Big Baby Davis, Allen, and Anthony Wooten filed for root canals, all supposedly performed on the same 6 teeth on the same damn day at the same damn time by the same doctor. And this is supposed to happen on April 30th of 2016. They were,
He goes back that far?
Yeah, they go back all the way back to 2016. Crap. They were, you know how these people will do though. Like I remember we used to do that at Walmart. Like they would let people, like employees and stuff, they would let them, like if they found out an employee was stealing, they'll let them continue to steal so they can get enough to get a felony charge. You see what I'm saying? Right. They would know about it. But this is a little bit more than this. This was, I mean, they were just completely stupid. So they were filing all these insurance claims and pocketing the damn money, and they got greedy and they got caught. And I believe Terrence Williams was the linchpin, and he actually received $230,000 in kickbacks. So basically, he was telling them, giving him who to go to. And they was paying him some of the money that they received. Like each one of them players would pay him kickbacks for referring them to the people to get that easy money. But they ended up getting caught, honey, and that ain't gonna be no fun for them. I don't know if they broke. I'm sure they not. I hope they not broke.
I mean, Big Baby won a championship with Boston, so I know he ain't broke.
They told me that he was in a scandal. Was that like in 2019 or last year or something, where he was caught in a hotel room with like over $400,000 and some drugs and shit like that.
Man, listen to me. If I could line all these dudes up and just say one thing to them, this is what I would say. Listen.
Oh, don't be like that. If I had a rock, I'll bust your head, bitch. Say me, she deaf, you know?
You know what? I'll bust your head, bitch. Y'all stupid. That's stupid. This Mysterious Lion said, dummies. Just you talk about the world's dumbest criminals. They're just stupid. And then, would this warrant Fed time for these guys?
Yeah, they could get Fed time for it, depending on how they divvy it up. They could get Fed time, and I think one of them is actually already in custody or something, like already in jail. I can't remember which one it was. I wish I was talking to my friend, but they could definitely get federal time for this now because of their status and because they could probably afford a decent attorney. I don't think it will be like a Mo 3 situation. Remember, we talked about him a couple of shows ago. Arkansas Mo that did the PPP loan scam. Yep. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think these players are going to be able to get an attorney, possibly pay some restitution and probably get some probation, probably 5 years or so probation if this is a first time offense for them. But this is federal. So that's what's going to change things. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But if you have a good attorney that you done pay some money, honey, you can get out of anything.
Yeah, you can walk on anything. Lisa said it sounds like a
hot boo boo shitty mess.
Shitty mess. And we're gonna get into our last one here. My man Lil Boosie. Jesus Christ. Their careers are over, Mbika. Half of those guys that we're talking about here haven't been in the league in years.
Yeah.
Sebastian Telfair was a high school pick. He washed out of the NBA some years ago. Big Baby, I think he's the most famous of all of them, because he won a championship. But the rest of them were kind of role players, nobody's. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, before we move on, I want to ask you. So since they were role players, they probably don't have a lot of money at their disposal.
They probably don't. Okay. Now that I think about it, and then like I said, Sebastian Telfair and Demario Moon. I remember them two players. Sebastian washed out, and Demario, I think he was in the league for a couple of seasons, and he was gone. You know, because he sucked. You can't tell it's the NBA. It's okay. And you didn't miss those guys. The only one that you would probably miss is Big Baby, because Big Baby was the most famous out of LSU. Anyways, so Mr. Lil Boosie has gotten himself in some more trouble.
As usual.
I think I said this on your TikTok as well. I've been following you for a long time. I always watch it.
No, I put that one on my Facebook, so you probably saw that. I didn't even you know what's going on?
What's that?
Do you know what's going on, or do I have to tell the story?
No, I got it in front of me. But
okay. No, you go ahead. Go ahead. You tell it, because I really don't know.
This is from Fox News, Fox 13 out of Memphis. Rapper Boosie Badass, aka Lil Boosie, is facing multiple charges of destructive concert and State Farm Arena in Atlanta. Apparently there was a fight on stage with a backstage hand and one of his crew. And I'm like, what happened here? Something about some vandalism at the facility. I'm kind of jumbling through the story here, but it was like, how did first of all, they threw him out of the arena, right? Because the fight broke out on stage.
Yeah, and they threw his ass off the tour too.
Oh my God. Who was he on tour with?
I don't fucking know. I don't know who would go on tour with Lil Boosie. He's problematic. And I told my husband, I said, look, it's because of this fucking movie, man. I mean, he's always been problematic, but ever since he launched that fucking movie that he's charging $19.99 for you to be able to stream, he has lost his last. Look, my husband actually wanted to stream it. I told him, hell no, we're not wasting no $20. And Look, I actually was gonna go ahead and do it this weekend, but I messed with him on Facebook. I said, look, we're not watching that now. No. I said, there must be something wrong with that. Look, so Boosie faces 2 charges of second-degree criminal damage to property, inciting a riot. Come on now, Frumpy Dumb Jr.
Insurrection at Atlanta.
And disorderly conduct and criminal trespass. I declare, honey, what a disgrace.
Oh my God.
So they're saying that the officers got there at 12:40 a.m. on Saturday, on this past Saturday, in reference to a possible act of vandalism, and and a man told police Boosie and some of the members of his entourage ran on stage during a performance at the concert that was taking place at the arena on Friday night. So they fucked the place up, and they ended up kicking Boosie ass out of there, and so they arrested him. No injury, but the good thing is there was no injuries. So
I want to know what the hell he is performing. I didn't even know he got an album. He got an album or something. I mean, I know he's a rapper.
Look, Boosie is a hustler.
Rapper?
I'm gonna tell you how much of a hustler Boosie is, because Boosie from Louisiana, but this motherfucker gonna know how to hustle. Let me tell you this. So there's this local artist from an area from Louisiana. Okay. All right. So I know them. I know the family. I know them. His name is Trizzy.
Right.
And so his mother, has a little bit of money. So she pays, I hear through the grapevine, and her son actually rapped about it. So it's really not a rumor. It's true. His mom paid Boosie $30,000 to rap on a track for this boy. To rap on a track. So he rapped on the track for this boy, and they did a video. And all of that. And the song was called Head Down. So they did a video and all this stuff. Boosie actually posted this video on his freaking it wasn't even the whole video. It was just a clip of him rapping on it on his Instagram one time. That shit never went past Shreveport. Look, $30K cash. They say she showed up with the shit in her hand like this. You know how they be putting it up, the money phones? They say she showed up for him to, and this wasn't even no full, I mean, it was just like one little verse that Boosie was on. Yeah, a feature. That's what they call it, a feature. Oh, God. Child, Boosie is a hustler. You hear me? If you hear him on any songs, I can guarantee you that ass got paid good. And then not only that, Boosie hustles like in all different kind of realms. He's got the noodles with Master P. He's got the Master P noodles. He's on one of those. Then he's got his clothing line. Then he's got the reality TV show that he had on. I think it was just on like Roku or something like that. I never watched it, but of course my husband did because he ghetto. But and then so I mean, Boosie is a hustler, but he always into some shit. He's always saying some problematic shit. But at the end of the day, a lot of these old school artists, and honestly, a lot of these artists today, they think that any publicity is good publicity. So they will do anything just to get their name out there. That's what Boosie does. Every time he opens his damn mouth and says something about the LGBTQIA plus community, he's being homophobic. So I declare, honey. Speaking of which, who needs to shut their fucking mouth? Your girl, Nicki Minaj. She need to zip all the way the fuck up. Do you see how they've been dragging the hell out of her? You see how they've been dragging the hell out of her on Tickety Talk? It's been horrible for her over there, honey.
I'm need for her to sit down. I really need for her to sit all the way down.
Look,
but this is where's my picture at? It went away. Okay. Let me pull it back up.
What is it?
One thing we're going to get into, last thing we're going to get into before we leave out of here.
Yeah, okay.
We're not going to do that one. We're going to do another one.
What you got?
I'm not going to touch that one.
Okay.
Hold on.
Come on, Craig.
Yeah, I had it in my StreamYard and it's gone. But it was a picture of Rihanna and Lizzo.
Oh,
they have on the same outfit.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Yes, we got to. That's kind of I wanted to go there with that one. I'm not sure what happened to that picture.
You got to find it. You got it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. I found
Put it up there.
But here it is. This is a picture of Rihanna and Lizzo. They have on the same outfit. Okay, you guys see that, right? Some people don't like the see-through stuff. I don't really care for it. You know what I'm saying? But Rihanna wore this particular outfit. Rihanna wore this outfit, and social media responded in a way. And then Lizzo wore the same outfit, and the social media responded in a way. Okay. Double D, when you see this, what do you think?
Why you got to go there with me? Look, okay. Uh, look, let me gather myself for a second. Look, I think.
I heard so many things. So many things.
Look, I think that to each his own. If like my mom always says, if she likes it, then I love it. If Lizzo is okay with being out here like that, that's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all know me. I'm a t-shirt tight type of girl. I don't do that. But I'm not about to shame Lizzo for wearing it. You know, that's her thing. If she can handle the smoke, then let her get that smoke. She knows everybody's not going to accept what she has on. She knows that when she puts it on. Do I think it's okay that everybody doesn't accept it? I think that everybody is entitled to their own opinion. As long as they don't touch Lizzo or try to rip it off of her or whatever. The fat shaming and all of this kind of stuff, that people are trying to say, everybody is entitled to their opinion. Somebody might not like this shirt I got on. Speaking of which, this is available at DoubleDeemuva.tiktok.com.
So shameless of it.
and you can also get this cup petty, but
I am going to give you a shirt simply because you plugged it tonight. I tell you.
Yeah. So look, somebody might not like this shirt that I got on, but I put it on, so I got to be able to handle whatever comes with that. All of this, when we've gotten so sensitive in this world where people are not able to say what they really think. I mean, Lizzo had to know when she came out of the house that everybody wasn't going to be cool with that. The same thing with Rihanna. She came out the house with that on. She knew everybody wasn't going to be cool with that because there's some conservatives.
We talking about Riri though. She can wear that, okay.
They both can wear it.
So, in the sake of not sounding misogynistic here,
don't do this. Don't do it, Terry.
No, I'm just saying. Here's the thing. Lizzo came out on the strength of positivity, right? That was her thing. She told the women, "Forget him. If he can't love you right, hit the door." All of that good stuff, right? I think she does everything Lizzo does. She does it for shock value, and I think it's
absolutely.
I think sometimes it's too much. I get you trying to make a point, and I get that you want to make you want everybody to have body positivity and not the fight against fat shaming. But come on now, I think some things just deserve a tad bit of couth when you put it. You knew.
Did she have a bra on? Because I couldn't tell.
No.
Okay, she did. And did she have on some panties?
I think this picture. I think she did. Let me pull it back up here. Hold on.
Because you remember when she showed up to that basketball game and she ain't had no drawers on. You remember that?
Ooh, that all them corn chips flying around. Right here, I'm gonna tell you the truth. And I love Lizzo. I'll say this first. I love Lizzo to the death. You understand? To the life. I love her. But it's right there. She have you ever seen Norbit?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Right? I'm telling you, when Rasputia went to that water park and he said, and then what that girl said, ma'am, you got to have on bottoms. And she said, I do have on bottoms. And that what you
she raised it up in the drawers or something there. I can't.
I love Lizzo, but I think in this case, she is pulling out her best Rasputia.
Look, I'm not a Lizzo fan. I really don't care for these new school folks. I don't really care for Lizzo, but I'm not going. If she want to put that on and she felt confident and cool in that, then that's all for her. I always look. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something here. What always kills me when people say things. Okay, people. Lizzo, why do you do these things to us? We
can't.
It's hard to defend. Okay, listen. So this is what kills me about people, and when they say, "Oh well, I don't want my kids seeing this type of thing," you know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna influence them. Ain't nothing that Lizzo got on gonna influence your kid to want to wear it unless they wanted to wear it in the first damn place.
Yeah.
No, like they say, oh well, I don't want my kid to be watching the awards because Cardi B was on there shaking that ass and two girls was on there kissing and all that kind of stuff. Make my child wanna be gay. No. Hunty, if your child was gonna be gay, two girls kissing on TV ain't gonna make her wanna be gay. Ain't two girls on this TV in front of me kissing ain't gonna make me want to lick no cat. I gotta be gay to be able to want to do that. So don't be thinking that just because your kid watch a certain thing on TV, that's gonna be what they want. Oh, that's probably what. I'm sorry, we were on double LEO radio too. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. It slipped
No,
out.
we're on the radio. We're on the radio. No,
Okay.
I'll rebroadcast it and probably play Sunday. But I heard this joke today, and it was kind of it was funny to me. It was funny, and the girl said it was a TikTok video maybe, and it was a sound, and the girl was doing, and the girl said, "I'm funny with my gay." Mm-hmm. If an ugly girl come up to me and ask me if I'm gay, I would say, I ain't gay. No. Mm-hmm. But if I'm, a pretty girl comes up, then she gonna show out and be all that gay. And I'm like, we have been so desensitized to this stuff now. I mean, everywhere. Again, I was watching one of your TikToks earlier today. I've been watching you all day for some reason.
You love me. You love me. Look, you love me, don't you? You love me, don't you?
Yeah. Okay, Urkel. So you talk about the comic books and how they're coming up with the whole, the son of Batman and Robin, whatever, they're coming out bisexual, and we're so desensitized to it now. Don't really bug me.
Look, I don't care. It is what it is. I mean,
come over here.
Don't go there. Look, don't look. I'm okay with it. If they want to make Superman gay and Harley Quinn and whoever all is gay, that's their right. I'm glad that the LGBTQIA plus, will have a superhero that is in their community as well, because they do deserve one. Yeah. So I don't have anything against that. Yeah. I just, but Lizzo, man, put that picture up one more time. Look at it one more time. I can't believe, look, why she put that on? Lizzo.
I mean, like,
she didn't even try to even put, how they got when you can put the duct tape under the boobs and trying to push them up a little bit.
There. I'm not sure what that is, but it's something that I'm not sure that's a Photoshop.
I thought that was her nipples. Is that not?
But there's some funny looking nipples if that's the case. But I think it's something.
Oh, Lizzo. I just don't understand. But it is what it is, I just if she like it, I love it. I love it for her. That's all thing I can say. Look, Sakithia is gonna kick my ass because I didn't do no body positivity on that one. I'm just saying, if she like it, I love it for her, and that's my final thought on that one.
Well, here's my final thought on it. If she like it, I'm gonna think about it. Like, what are you doing? That's you can. I love it too. I love her positivity. I love the fact that she can do that with gusto and be bold with it. I get it, but come on, like, you knew leaving the house. There is other things that you could have put on, major point, and still got that shock effect. But you can't pull a Riri, man.
She wore exactly what she. What? It's like I'm gonna get your butt, Lisa.
Lisa Comedy 67 on YouTube said it's like two pigs fighting under a blanket.
Lisa, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna have to send you some petty but accurate, because she's here every week being petty with us. God. She deserves a
comment of the night. Listen.
Yeah, to each their own. To each their own. I'm gonna agree with Ambika here. Absolutely.
Comment of the night. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Starting next show next week.
Mm-hmm.
Comment of the night is gonna $10 gift card for me.
Absolutely.
Because that was a good one.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So yeah. Tonight though, I'm sorry, Lisa, no prize tonight, but two pigs fighting under a blanket. That's hilarious.
Lisa is always supporting me, and I love her so much. Thank you for being here, my love. Thank you for being here. 100%.
I love her so much. Well, listen, y'all, I want to thank y'all for joining us for another episode of You Can't Make This Shit Up. Next week, what you say?
What you want to?
I didn't start it just now. Next week, come back next week. Do the comment of the show. And you get $10 gift card.
Absolutely. You gonna send her a gift card, or you gonna give her $10 on Cash App?
All right, either one. I think.
Yeah, let's do this. Look, you do 10, I do 10. We're gonna do 20. Come back next week.
Come in next week.
Do the comment of the week. Be the commenter of the night, and we will give you a $20 gift card.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I love you. Thank you for coming in. So sweet, my sweetheart.
But if y'all love us though, that's what you do.
Yes, Lisa, hit me up in my inbox on TikTok. Are we following each other? Because I need to send you a petty shirt. So put real quick, let me get her TikTok name. Put your TikTok name in there to make sure we following each other. Are we mutuals? Because you can't message me if we're not mutuals. Give her 1 second. Then we're gonna get out of here. I promise.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think we are mutuals, but I'm not sure.
Now, and Lisa, consider yourself blessed because I can't even get a petty but accurate T-shirt. And
this is brand new. This is exclusive. It just came out, and you gotta pay.
Well, okay. Oh, I need that in 3X. I'm just saying.
We got it on there too. We got it.
Look at you. Let me go to the.
You don't follow. Okay, I'm taking a screenshot. I'm going to go and follow you as soon as we get off. And when we get off, I'm gonna get your information so I can send you either a cup or I'm gonna send you probably going to be a shirt because that'll be easier to send. So I'm going to send you something, okay? I appreciate you for coming.
All right. So y'all do me a favor. Since y'all love us so much, and we appreciate everyone that came in across the platforms with you on the Black Red News page, the You Can't Make This Shit Up Facebook page, or the YouTube. We thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Hope you shared it on the Facebook platform, and we subscribe if you're on the YouTube platform. If you're on the YouTube platform, go back to the channel page. Look at the very bottom right-hand corner. It should give you a link to podpage.com. It takes you right to this podcast website, and then you'll be able to pull up all the information, watch old shows, and all of that right from Podpage. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. We really appreciate that as well. All right, we're going to get out of here, and we're going to see you guys next week.
Thank you for listening to You Can't Make This Shit Up. Come back and see us next week to hear about more people playing stupid games, winning stupid prizes. See y'all next time.